Officers found the young boys wandering 2 blocks from their school in Banning, but the school bus was supposed to drop them off in Cabazon, which is 5 miles away. Inland Empire Bureau Chief Rob McMillan talked to the boys' mother, and he's live in Banning with more. Rob?
Ellen, this is where the 2 kids started kindergarten last week, Hoffer Elementary in Banning, and yesterday was supposed to be their first bus ride home. So imagine mom's surprise when they get to the bus stop, and not only are her kids not on the bus, but the bus driver has no idea where they are. What do you say to those who would say mistakes happen?
They happen until they happen to your kid. And then what do you do?
4-year-old Brenton and 5-year-old Michael were supposed to be on board the bus. Their mom, Tara Brown, was waiting for them when the bus got there.
And it pulled up and it stopped, and I asked her if she had Brenton Daniels or Michael Herbert ready off the bus, and she said she did not have them on the bus.
Brown says she started to panic.
I was freaking out, and the kids in the bus were freaking out. The kids in the bus were like, did we lose kids?
Not knowing what else to do, she drove back to the school in Banning, about 5 miles away, to see if they were there. Then, about half an hour later, she gets a call from police.
And she goes, well, I have your children at the police station. And so I just started crying.
Turns out someone apparently saw the kids just wandering around the neighborhood and called 911.
They were found 2 blocks away from the school. It was about 2 blocks away from the school. And even the officer told me, she goes, that is not a good area for them to be wandering around.
She says the boys were tagged with stickers saying exactly which stop they were supposed to get off. So she doesn't know how this happened.
In my eyes, it was pure negligence. Pure negligence. Because she should have known they were sitting right behind her. They were new kinders. They were new on the bus. She should have been keeping her eye on them, especially because it was their first time on the bus. And she wasn't. She wasn't even paying attention.
It looks like 2 kindergarten students got off of the bus and not at their bus stop.
Superintendent Robert Guillen won't say whether the driver will be disciplined, but for the time being, she's no longer driving a bus. He says it's also a time to reinforce procedures.
We just got to make sure that bus drivers double check and triple check, especially dealing the first couple of weeks with kindergarten. They kind of get mixed up quite easy. We want to make sure that they get off on the right bus stop, and we don't have this incident again.
And the ironic part of all of this, the kids live about 5 miles away from here. There's actually another elementary school less than a block away from their house. But mom says they weren't allowed to enroll because that school was full. Well, today the superintendent confirmed that a couple of other spots did open up, and that's where those kids will be able to go to school now. Mom says that they won't have to take the bus anymore. Live in Banning, Rob McMillan, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.